Have you ever been so in love that you'd sacrifice everything for that person? Many advised against it, saying that you should weigh the highs and lows of the relationship. A Chinese gamer nicknamed Fat Cat met someone online who seemed perfect. As their connection grew, Fat Cat invested significant time, money, and resources into the relationship. Unfortunately, this love investment gone terribly wrong. This is the heartbreaking case of Fat Cat. In early May this year, the Fat Cat incident became the top trending topic on Chinese social media platform Weibo. Around May 3rd, 2024, many people in Chongqing gathered at the Shibanpo Yangtze River Bridge to pay their respects to Fat Cat. Thousands of plastic cups of sweet drinks and bags of fast food were left abandoned on the side of the bridge over the Yangtze River. They left flowers, McDonald's meals, and bubble tea at the site, inspired by Fat Cat's profile picture saying, "I don't want vegetables, I want McDonald's." This was believed to be his last wish. All this was in response to the death of a gamer known as Fat Cat, whose story went viral on social media. It's the story of a man who fell too deeply in love and sacrificed everything for a girl he met online. When it didn't work out, he took his own life, leaving behind a sad message about wanting McDonald's before his death. Many people connected with his story and felt anger towards the girl involved. But what exactly happened, and are there any updates on the story? So, Fat Cat, whose real name was Liu Jie, was born in 2003 in Chenzhou, Hunan province. Little is known about his early years, but it's rumored that his family life was unhappy. His parents felt they were incompatible and divorced when he was still young. As some of us know, growing up in a broken family can be very difficult, and that's how Liu Jie felt. So when he was ready, he left home and decided to live on his own. Being young and inexperienced, Liu Jie struggled to get by day to day. However, he had one talent: gaming. He played Honor of Kings and became very skilled at it. He participated in tournaments and often won. Additionally, he was a booster, meaning he took requests from others to boost their ranks in games for a fee. This earned him a decent income. However, gaming required a lot of time. Liu Jie reportedly registered a total of 36 accounts to fulfill orders to play online games, making 20 yuan per game, which is about $3. This consumed all of his time, so he rarely went out, and his social life suffered. He had little time to make real-life friends or find a partner, focusing instead on making a living. His friends were all online gaming buddies. In 2021, his love life took a turn. While gaming, Liu Jie started chatting with a girl player named Tan Zhu. They became close friends, often playing together and exchanging phone numbers. Eventually, they started dating, although it's hard to say if the love was mutual. Initially, the relationship seemed loving. However, Tan Zhu told Liu Jie she disliked long-distance relationships, and they lived far apart. Tan Zhu lived in Chongqing, while Liu Jie was in Hunan. So, wanting to make his girlfriend happy, Liu Jie traveled 900 kilometers to live with her. She also asked him to help with rent, even though their living arrangement lasted only a few days before she asked him to find another place. Throughout their relationship, Liu Jie kept sending Tan Zhu money to make her happy. It started with small amounts for food, but grew to include travel funds, a new phone, and expensive gifts. Allegedly, Tan Zhu frequently asked for these funds, and Liu Jie, not being wise about it, fulfilled her request without hesitation. Although he had a good amount of money in his bank account, he only took about 10 yuan for himself daily for food. His friends were understandably worried about his well-being. They tried to warn him, suggesting that she might leave him one day. However, Liu Jie's trust in Tanju was unwavering. He reassured his friends, saying it was okay and that she wouldn't leave him. His friends only wanted him to be wise and not waste his savings on love. Liu Jie worked tirelessly, often up to 16 hours a day, playing games and boosting others' accounts. His diligence and speed impressed his customers. When one of them asked why he worked so hard, Liu Jie confided that he needed money to help Tanju open her own flower shop. He ended up transferring and investing around 300,000 yuan to support her business. Meanwhile, he subsisted on vegetables, a food he didn't particularly enjoy, just to ensure Tanju could have the life she wanted. The couple had reportedly promised to get married in May 2024, and Liu Jie couldn't have been more excited. He even worked harder to save up for the upcoming wedding with the love of his life. However, things took a turn for the worse when Tanju became increasingly distant. Liu Jie tried to win her back, but his efforts were in vain. Despite everything, he remained optimistic, believing things would be okay. But things were not okay. In early April, Tanju delivered heartbreaking news. She wanted to break up with him, claiming he never provided her with any emotional value. Liu Jie tried to salvage the relationship, but Tanju added salt to the wound by revealing she already had a new partner and planned to marry him in the future. Realizing he had lost everything meaningful in his life, Liu Jie was devastated. In a final attempt to make Tanju happy, Liu Jie transferred the rest of his money to her and sent her 760 stems of flowers, marking the 760 days they had known each other. After receiving indifferent responses from her, Liu Jie walked to the bridge over the Yangtze River. Overwhelmed with despair, he looked around, then down, feeling empty and defeated. On April 11th, 2024, he jumped into the river, engulfed by the cold water and darkness of the night. During this time, Liu Jie's sister couldn't reach him and grew worried, though she assumed he was busy with work. 10 days later, a decomposed body was found floating next to a boat. The police identified it as Liu Jie and called in his family to confirm. It was indeed their brother and son, Liu Jie. Liu Jie's sister managed to access his phone and read through his messages, discovering the full extent of his relationship with Tanju and all the money he had transferred to her. Filled with anger, she posted the entire story on social media. The story quickly went viral, with many condemning Tanju for her actions. Liu Jie's sister accused Tanju of being a gold digger who abandoned Liu Jie when she realized he had nothing left to give. The story resonated deeply with the public, spreading rapidly across the country. This story would not be complete without Tanju's side. On May 3rd, she denied all false accusations. She stated that the publicized amount was incorrect, that Fat Cat had transferred a total of 870,000 yuan to her, but she had also transferred back 520,000 yuan during their relationship. Therefore, she ultimately received 350,000 yuan from him. She also shared that their relationship was tumultuous and they nearly broke up several times. Allegedly, each time they did, Fat Cat threatened to do drastic things to reconcile. 2 apology videos were uploaded on May 4th, claiming to feature Tanju, where she expressed regret and explained that she tested Fat Cat's love by suggesting a breakup. Many netizens found her apology insincere, and Fat Cat's sister accused her of financial fraud. In the first video, Tanju had a straight face, which made people think she had no remorse. She addressed the camera, saying she was sorry for what she had done to Fat Cat and wished he could come back. She also mentioned experiencing depression after learning that Liu Jie had taken his own life. Tanju then uploaded another video with a friend who defended her. This friend told the camera that Tanju had done nothing wrong and said it was normal for men to financially support their women. She argued that Fat Cat was too emotionally fragile to handle a breakup, which was not Tanju's fault. This response further fueled the public's anger towards Tanju, as many found her explanations unconvincing. However, these videos have been accused of being created by AI, and the girl in the videos may not be Tanju, so it is unclear if it was really her. Meanwhile, as I mentioned before, people started leaving takeout orders from places like McDonald's near the bridge where Liu Jie had jumped. This led to Fat Cat's sister going live to ask people to stop ordering takeout to the bridge, as it was causing traffic jams. The Beijing news criticized using food for memorials as wasteful, suggesting flowers instead. Crowds gathering at the bridge caused major traffic jams. However, food continued to pile up and rot within days. There were also incidents where people who ordered takeout to the bridge found their packages empty or their bubble tea replaced with plain water. When this issue was posted online and the responsible establishments were identified, it sparked further controversy. 5 brands involved apologized, took action against the offending stores, and promised refunds plus extra compensation. And Chapanda donated 1 million yuan to a youth foundation in Fat Cat's name. The story took another turn when the Chongqing police published the results of their fraud investigation. They found no fraud under reviewing their relationship and transactions. On May 19th, the Nan'an District Branch of the Chongqing Municipal Public Security Bureau released a detailed report on this high-profile case. The investigation showed that Tanju and Fat Cat had been openly dating for over 2 years. They met each other's family and friends and were somewhat public about their relationship. They had plans for a future together. The report confirmed that Ju did not deceive Fat Cat for money, so her actions did not constitute fraud. In February 2023, Tan wanted to end their long-distance relationship, so Fat Cat moved from Hunan to Chongqing to be with her. In February 2024, Tan introduced Fat Cat to her family and friends in her hometown. Despite their efforts, their relationship was rocky, with multiple breakups and reconciliations. On April 5th, Tan suggested they take a break to calm down and live separately. On April 10th, the day before his death, Fat Cat offered to transfer money from his Alipay wallet to Tan. She advised him to save the money for his future, but he still transferred money to her and blocked her on Alipay, preventing her from returning the money. Early in the morning on April 11th, Fat Cat sent a WeChat message saying, "We are done," and then jumped into the river. On April 23rd, the police recovered his body from the Yangtze River. Regarding the allegations of gold digging, they had a joint Alipay account, and the police reviewed their financial transfers from 2021 to 2024. The investigation concluded that there was no criminal fraud involved. The financial relationship between Liu Jie and Tan Ju was not one-sided. From November 2021, when they met online, until April 11th, 2024, when Fat Cat died, he transferred money to Ju 317 times. Meanwhile, Ju transferred money to Fat Cat and his relatives 179 times, totaling over 463,000 yuan, which is around 65,000 US dollars. Tan refunded the financial differences to Fat Cat's parents after an agreement was reached. Additionally, Tan filed a police report that Fat Cat's sister posted private chat and transfer records online, inciting public abuse against her. On Tan's report that Fat Cat's sister violated her privacy, police said she also shared Tan's personal information and deliberately took distressed-looking selfies to gain sympathy. This led to Tan receiving abusive messages and small transfers with hurtful comments. It is known that the sisters' social media accounts have now been banned. 3 netizens who posted Tan's personal information online are facing criminal charges. Due to these developments, many people began debating whether they should take sides at all. Some felt the case had turned into a gender war, with men and anti-feminists portraying all women as gold diggers. Despite the revelations, some people continued to blame Tanju. A comment on social media claiming to be Tanju's father apologized for her behavior and begged netizens not to bully her further. Some questioned the authenticity of this comment, wondering if it was really her father or not, but it's understandable for any family member to be concerned for Tanju's safety amid the mass hate. If what she did to Fat Cat had some truth to it, her behavior might not be supported, but it doesn't mean she should be harmed or stalked. In mainland China, the Fat Cat incident quickly sparked online discussions about broader societal issues. It reflected concerns that many young people are struggling to find direction and purpose in their lives. The incident also drew attention to a perceived decline in moral values and social conscience within society. The Straits Times reported that the death of Fat Cat brought attention to the significant pressures men face in China's marriage market. Experts noted that this incident resonated deeply with many young Chinese men who are experiencing similar difficulties. These men often struggle to find a wife and are generally expected to be the main financial providers in their relationships. This expectation can create a lot of stress and pressure. Beijing-based data analyst Zhang Qiang suggested that Fat Cat's case should prompt a broader conversation about the necessity of cai li, which is the traditional practice of giving a bride price, a sum of money or gifts a man provides to the family of his future wife. Zhang Qiang emphasized that it is important to address these issues and make improvements so that Fat Cat's tragic death can lead to positive changes in society. The death of Fat Cat is full of twists and turns, but nonetheless, a life is gone. I feel deeply for Fat Cat. He seemed to be a truly loving person who genuinely cared for his partner. But it's hard to solely blame the woman involved for his death. I wonder if he was suffering from depression and wasn't able to seek help in time. Would things be different if he loved and cherished himself a little bit more? Our heartfelt condolences go out to Fat Cat's loved ones. So, what do you think about this case? Share your opinion in the comments below. That's all for today, and as always, thanks for watching.